Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dream Builds, episode 7. That's right. And yes, now I have an end crystal bouncing on top of my head. Welcome back, everybody. It's good to see you again. I'm glad you're all here. I gotta say, I am kinda glad that I am finally done messing around with the warden this time. I'm ready to start doing some, I guess, regular Minecraft projects. I have been doing some reckless things as of late. And of course it's raining! Of course it's raining. Let's go inside. I don't know if you guys remember, I think back in episode 1 actually, I pointed out that I have a project wall here, and they are color-coded. So the cyan colored ones are finished projects. The red ones are projects that I have planned to do but have not yet started. And the white ones are ones that I have already been working on. And it looks like I have at least one. Yeah, I have one that I need to update. So let's do that real quick. Huzzah! Yes. So what are we doing today? Well, I thought that it would be nice to actually finally get to working on the exterior and overall the upper section of my house. I do like my house, but I don't love my house. That's the thing. My house has been this way for 3.5 years. Not entirely. Obviously, if you guys saw my episode 2, you saw some of the changes that I made to the lower section there. But I have more ideas. I have more that I want to do with the top half. This episode feels like a perfect time to do that. I also have been talking to Kubi. We've been talking about adding some more natural looking lighting to the main base area as a whole. We still have a lot of torches just littered all over the place. Torches are not the best. They're not the best. So I think we're probably going to be doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but we have another matter that needs addressing. In episode 2 of Dream Builds, Jolly Rad Time revealed to me that he decided that he wanted to do a long-term troll on me and dig a really, really long and well-decorated tunnel from under his house all the way over to my witch abyss, just to steal my concrete. And now he has declared war in video form on his YouTube channel. And you know what? He's gonna declare war, huh? Well, he started it. If he doesn't think that I have the commitment to make it as painful as possible for him to dig his way into my witch pit, he's got another thing coming. And I have ideas. I have been mechanizing. As you can see, I am in Jolly's tunnel right now. I have been doing some preparations. And funnily enough, his tunnel is going right through part of a mine shaft. And what do you know, I did some looking around and found right here a cave spider spawner. And so I have dug a tunnel and set up a station right here. So when I turn off those torches over that spawner and it starts spawning cave spiders, I have 50 name tags that are very maturely named that I can then name tag the spiders with so that they don't despawn. Hey guys, future editing Dream here. This did not work out the way that I thought it would. So I'm just going to do a little rapid fire recounting of the struggles that I went through with these spiders. Here we go. So first I tried name tagging the spiders as they floated down the tunnel I dug with signs on the walls, because I thought that spiders couldn't climb signs. They could. So then I did a bit of research and found a video showing that spiders have trouble climbing lecterns. So I made a ton of lecterns and put them all along the walls, down the tunnel, and at the bottom of the pit it would drop them into next to Jolly's tunnel. But then I had trouble with them getting stuck in the corners on their way down. So I decided to change my plan and forgo having them float down the tunnel, and instead would dig another much larger pit directly underneath the cave spider spawner, and just have them drop straight down, and then have a tunnel from the bottom connecting to Jolly's tunnel. Even then, when I started getting spiders down there, I found them getting stuck in the corners of the lecterns, and even when the spiders got out into Jolly's tunnel, they would just climb up to the ceiling and either stay stuck there, or fall down and die. So, as much as I wanted the cave spiders to work because of the more fast and erratic way that they move, it just wasn't going to work. I did, however, find a zombie spawner right next to the giant pit I dug, so I ended up deciding to settle for zombies instead. And by the end of it, there was about 50 zombies waiting to greet Jolly the next time we went out to do some more digging. Hehehe. I don't know if you guys have noticed by now. Some extra context that I have not mentioned before, but our server actually runs on Realms currently. We are planning on migrating it eventually, just for some quality of life reasons, and one of them being relevant that I am now not currently running the game with Fabric, which means I don't have access to shaders and I don't have replay mod now, and that's why the game looks different than it did at the beginning of the video. Just to clear that up, in case you guys were wondering. Now that we have got done doing our shenanigans, I think it's time to start doing some building around the base area. And by building, I mostly mean adding some more naturalistic disguised lighting, or even just immersive lighting, I would say. My friends are on, currently. Kubi Clone and Spider are all on right now, and I'm going to see if they want to just chit-chat for a bit while I do some lighting up the place. And maybe I'll include a little bit of that. Let's get started.
What is sawn wood?
I was given sawn wood to your mom last night. Did you guys see the thing in the latest snapshot?
No, I haven't seen the new snapshot yet.
You can attach leads to boats.
Oh, I did see that.
Oh my god.
And you can put 2 villagers in a boat, put a lead on the boat, and fly.
I've never felt so much joy.
Why?
I've never felt so much joy.
Shit.
Now that's a game changer.
That's
Honestly.
huge.
I saw when I said the bank thing, I saw that you were AFK, right? I was like, you didn't respond right away, so I was like, oh, I was gonna set up a trap for you to come back soon, but you weren't gone that long. Oh, I was gonna put a bunch of cobwebs above your head and then put a piece of gravel on top.
Always friends.
Oh no! Oh my god, that would be cruel and evil.
So like
PTSD.
way up though, way up, way. It'd be like 20 cobwebs. No chance.
You're instantly.
You'd have to be gone for hours.
Dude, it was traumatizing.
That sounds rough, man. Did you find your stuff?
No, that's what happened. I couldn't find it in time because I was like deep in a mine shaft underground.
Imagine if we had keep inventory.
Well, that would be This man's just trying to trigger me because I tweeted about this.
Did you see anything missing from your tugboat?
No. There's something missing from my tugboat?
I made a big purchase.
Oh. Oh my god, he bought the chainmail.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I
Oh,
spent
well,
a
you
little more than
overpaid.
Give you a little tip.
Thanks.
Give you a little tip.
Well,
Do
that's
you wanna
been
know
there
what I
for
did
a
with it?
long time now.
It looks so
I
nice.
know, it's been there for a while. You wanna know what I did with it?
I think it looks really good. That's surprising.
What did you do with it? Oops.
I lost it, Dream.
No. No. Are you did you die with it?
Gone forever.
No!
It's in my storage room. It's just in my storage room.
But
It's
you
on
took it to the
display.
deep dark, you idiot!
Oh, you fool!
I'm
You
just messing.
fool! Oh my god, people have been buying my sea lanterns. Oh my god! All my quartz is gone. That was probably Jolly. He's the one
Takes
that's
your
decorating a tunnel to my witch pit.
Like, I can take this.
I mean, he does buy it. He at least is
Oh.
buying it.
I thought he
from
just
me.
straight stole it from me.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
not
I.
gonna lie.
That's
No.
what I thought you were saying too. I thought you said you
Just straight up was like snatched it. And was
No.
like, this is mine now.
No, he is at
Okay.
war with me, but he's not like resorting to dirty tactics like that.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah, there was pillagers hanging out. I heard that one. Was that you, Dream?
Yes.
See, you can hear for
Oh,
so
my
far
pizza
away.
is here.
Here,
Pizza!
I'm over by the windmill that I built.
Do you have a sing? Dream. Oh, his pizza's here.
He's
Cobweb
going.
time. Let me find the cobweb.
Run! Run, Kobe, run!
Oh, I don't think I have any. Oh, I do.
No. It's about to be really disappointing.
No.
Instant
Oh,
disappointment.
yeah. The pizza is here.
The pizza.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
No! Don't
No,
murder me! I have pizza! Oh my god, no! No.
Oh, it
Well,
doesn't
that's-
even work like that. I forgot.
No, you have to have... I have to be inside the web.
More complicated.
Anyways, I'm not going to... No! No! Let me out!
Oh no.
I have pizza to eat!
This poor man just wants his
Ah, you only have so much road. You can't stop me.
Oh,
This is
God.
painful. No, no.
I like how I just hear what's going on. I don't actually see it at all.
You come over to
Takes
the bridge
advantage
and-
of a man who's getting pizza.
Oh, I see you guys.
Oh my gosh.
How could he? Oh my god.
That was funny.
How dare you?
I'm gonna
It's a
take a
dream.
picture of this pizza. That's how good this looks.
Delicious pizza. Always the best. I hate everything.
Oh, you know what I don't hate? This pizza.
Pizza.
This pizza.
Pizza.
Hell yeah.
Just
I
a
just
little.
realized I don't have any rockets.
Oh, you know a place I know
Oh
that
my
sells
god.
rockets.
I think I bought you out.
Uh-huh.
Did you? Hold up a minute.
Wait a
Maybe
minute.
you restocked.
Oh my god, there's one box left.
I have rockets. I didn't have any on me.
Wait a minute.
Hey, can you blame a guy for trying to make a sale?
You already did. I told you. I bought I bought like 7 boxes from you.
Well, guys, I think it's time that I stop procrastinating and actually get to work on this house. I've been really mulling it over for a while, what exactly it is I want to do. I was considering doing a complete and total transformation of the top half of the house from, like, you know, the front door up. I had some ideas for that, but I ended up talking to Jolly, and he kind of convinced me that doing something like that would be basically a erasure of history on this server. And in his words, he said, it's a reminder of how I used to be at building and how much better I've gotten since then. So in in his backhanded kind of funny way, it was a nice compliment from him. So I am going to be changing some things about this. I'm going to be trying to blend the bottom half a little bit more into the top half. And I think the middle part is probably going to change at least a little bit, if not a lot. But I'm still figuring it out as I go, and I think it's time that I just put my head down and get into it. So I'm just gonna do a little montage of clips of me building this, and unfortunately, since I don't have replay mod currently, that's gonna be the only way I can really show you guys the process of me building it without just cutting to the end with it finished. So, let's do this thing! Well, you guys, after many sessions of many hours of building, I think we have finally reached a completion point with this house's makeover. And I am standing here in what I've decided to call the Rift. The glass is meant to emulate a fog. The Rift is coming from somewhere deep down underground, for reasons that I am not yet ready to tell you guys, because that will be connected to another build that I'm planning on eventually doing. But for now, all you need to know is that all of this, the house and everything that it entails, came from the Rift. A tear in our universe, or in our world, from some other plane of existence, and it has infected the land that it has touched, and is trying to spread out further and consume everything around it, and also try to emulate a structure, trying to blend into the environment around it. I think I should show you guys the finished product. There it is. It is made up of a mixture of different inspirations. I think it's kind of become a sort of melting pot of different ideas from things that I am a fan of, and through the process of building and trying to figure out an aesthetic, I think that I've come up with something that feels somewhat original. Although you can still see the seeds of inspirations in it. The original house had a ring of fire on top, and it was sort of kind of meant to imply the idea of the flaming eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings. So that is a part of this that is definitely informing something in the build. But you will note that it is not a fire eye, but it is in fact a fleshy, organic matter eye that is emanating from down below. And, well, you know, that whole blending in thing didn't really work very well. You guys know how I kind of hate to compare it to this, but the way that, like, generative AI imaging works, where it's trying to look like something, but it's inhuman, and so it fails to do it properly, and so it's very obvious that it's not real. That's kind of a similar sort of thing that's going on here, except it's like a parasite that's trying to blend in, but doing a really bad job because it's consuming everything it touches and looking very unnatural. But I did decide, you will notice right above my head here, to at least fully leave one of the corner towers intact. It is a way of remembering the way that the original build was, and it is still generally the same shape overall. You know, I've added bits here and there, and I've transformed parts, and I completely changed the top, but it is still ultimately the same shape and structure. And the whole lore motivation behind it, I feel like, is giving it a more understandable reason as to why a building would be shaped like this, because it just doesn't really make sense. It completely defies gravity and structural integrity, but because it is a organic, sinister thing, it kind of just makes it look more like it's sprouting out and up out of the ground and trying to reach out as far as it can for whatever it can consume. Here's the original way that the corners used to look. I went for something different on each one. But over here, I'm really pretty happy with these. I have to admit, the way that these tentacles started out was me thinking I was going to try and use a similar structure that Tango Tech used in his building of Decked Out 2 in Hermitcraft Season 9. As I started building, I realized, you know, to do what he did, it was on a really large scale, and the points were just a little bit too large. But I kind of realized, because I had been doing the terraforming around the land and doing those bits on the ground where you see it's like still hasn't consumed this part of the land yet, and you can see the tendrils creeping out here. I decided to do a little bit more 3D version of that on the corners. These ones are actually technically 2D. The only real 3D tentacle, I would say, is this big one over on this side. And for this one, I kind of wanted the like red veins part of the aesthetic to really be the overall dominating factor of this corner. The tower itself was meant to be like the final point where it all culminates to, and it turns into this giant eye, which I mentioned was originally inspired by Sauron from Lord of the Rings. but I am also a very big Resident Evil fan, and I wanted to transform it into looking something more like a nasty, organic, mutated eye, like from one of the monsters in one of those games. A lot of different ideas kind of thrown into a boiling pot. It's kind of like messy looking, but that's really what I was going for. I wanted it to be chaotic and not going for any level of symmetry, to really like look like a bioorganic infection that's leaked out from another world into ours. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. It simultaneously still resembles the building that was originally built there, while I think pretty clearly thematically standing out a lot more and making it make more sense and tie it all together. And of course, that will make even more sense eventually when I do the other builds that I have planned for down below. For now, I think this makes my house feel complete to me in a way. It's like it has reached a point where I feel like I don't have to change it anymore. It's just so varied, and I really like labored over every part of it. And I didn't have like a real idea of exactly what I was going to do before I did it. I just had to figure it out as I built it, and I think it ended up pretty cool. And so, with all of that said, I think it's time to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate you spending your time watching my videos. I really put a lot into them, and I just hope that they reach people who get something out of it. So if you feel like this video deserved a rating, please feel free to give it one. It really helps my channel out a lot. If you're not subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that button, and if you wanted to see more videos from me, that's going to be the best way to do that. I know that you always hear this stuff from YouTubers, but it really does matter, and any support that I can get is one step closer to me possibly maybe someday being able to spend more time working on things like this and less time working at a job, not being able to put my time toward creative stuff that I love. Thank you again. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and each other. And don't forget, I love your face.